Alright, let us continue the project. Let us continue what we were up to. So where we left off was trying to figure out why it's not adding all the processes to the ready queue. It added process 1 at count 7, even though I believe the let's double check it. Well, let's just run this one more time and see exactly what the issue is. We'll create a new file and fix errors as they come. So enter the name, I don't know, MN, 3 processes. What? What? How did that actually kind of work? Let's read MN and kind of, okay, it didn't fully work. I mean, it missed like probably like at least 30 processes, but it did more than one, which it wasn't doing before, and I don't know what I changed. So cat mn.text, let's see what's going on in here. So 1 arrives at 0, so it starts and it adds it to the ready queue at 0, that's good. 2 arrives at 2, adds it to the ready queue at 2, fantastic. 3 arrives at 9, and it added it to the ready queue at 9, but it should have added it at 11. Aha. And the, I know exactly what the problem is, yeah. So basically here, oh my, it's such a simple fix. I forgot to just change the value of last arrival. It's just been 0 the whole time. Okay, simple enough. Last arrival equals global count. Oh, I hope this works. Okay, I'm going to stop the execution. I'm going to run it one more time. Create a new file. We'll call it R, enter, I don't know, 3. It stopped at 9. Why did it stop at 9? Let's see what r.text has and see what's going on. Let's clear this. Control L. Cat r.txt. So it has 65 total processes, and I have absolutely no idea why it stopped at process 9. Like what's so unique about process 9? The fact that the next one has a delay of 0. Oh, I see. Okay, so the problem is, after process 9 arrives, it's at a count of 41. Process 10, since it has a delay of 0, should also arrive at count 41, but I increment it to 42 before I checked process 10. So maybe I need to check, so that means I'm incrementing it in the wrong spot. Because right now I'm incrementing global count after I check it. So let's imagine this is process 9. It arrives and everything's good, then I increment it to 42, but instead I need to be checking the next one. But what if I start global count at 0? I just feel so, or -1, and then I increment it at the beginning? No, that doesn't work either, because the whole point is I can't increment it in between them. I need to check both before incrementing it. Ay, ay, ay. This is a dilemma. How do I fix this? Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how to fix this. I feel like the fix is very simple and I'm just overlooking something that is so basic, but my mind is going completely blank. Okay, so here, this is process 9. It gets the next process, process 9, if the last arrival time plus the delay equals the global count that we're on, okay. How about this? Before I check, what I can do, so I also gotta just change this back to 0 because whatever idea I had is probably kind of stupid. Let's stop this run. Okay, so what I can do is if the delay, or p dot delay, equals 0, then I'm going to just decrement global count by 1. And so it'll just go back to 40 and then increment it. Or so like it will be at 42 and then it'll go back to 41, check it off, and it'll be good. Yeah, that should be exactly what I have to do. Let's run this one more time. The objective output is just having a bunch of processes as output with all the times that they arrived into the ready queue. Enter the name of the input file, Z file created, how many processes, whatever, just one. 78. Alright, this is the moment of truth. If I open up the terminal, clear this, cat z.text, and fantastic. It goes to 78. It works beautifully. So that means as of this point in the code, we have added every single process to the ready queue at the correct time. I wonder if I should track what the time that it got added to the ready queue was. Let's just double check the very beginning of this. So the first one arrives at 4, fantastic, then 1, so it goes up to 5, then it got 8, 13, then 5, 18, 4, yep, it increments perfectly. That is great news. So now what we gotta do, well, I still don't know what we gotta do next, but yeah, this is definitely progress. 100%. But now I'm stuck. Very stuck. Let's go back to our project description and see what we should do next. So we added new processes to the ready queue as they arrive. That we did. That is thread 1. We finished thread 1. I think we still haven't really made it a quote-unquote thread, but we do what it's supposed to do, which is fantastic. So thread 2 says, the scheduler moving processes to running state and back to ready. You need a thread per processor from this type. What does that even, it's like not even English. The thread, what? The scheduler moving process. The scheduler moving processes to running state and back to ready. The scheduler moves the process to the running state and back to ready. Oh, okay. So once each process arrives, we need a thread to move it to the running process, which is where it does its own thing, and then back to ready depending on the algorithm we're working with. Okay, I kind of understand what that means. Thread 3, the I/O queue, the input-output queue. When a process has an I/O burst, it will be set to the waiting state and placed on the I/O waiting queue. This thread will simulate the I/O waiting queue and notify the scheduler when a process has completed the I/O request to have it moved to the ready queue. Please note that to synchronize all threads, you need a shared counter to represent the time units since simulation starts. This can be managed by one of the threads and shared with the others. We already have a global count. It's a static variable. I think that adequately does what it needs to do. Please note that any resource you need to be shared between threads requires synchronization. Is that like asynchronous and synchronous code? I know asynchronous is whenever the code pauses execution of other things as it's waiting to retrieve certain information. I learned about that a little bit when I was messing around with Flutter. So I think that's what that means. I'm not entirely sure. Each process will have its ready queue. How to move processes from the global ready queue to each processor's ready queue is up to you. What? Each process will have its ready queue? What does that mean? You need to run the simulation with different scheduling algorithms. Your output for each simulation should contain, for each algorithm, the CPU utilization, average response time, and throughput. It is preferred to have a GUI. There is no time for a GUI. That is definitely not happening at all, unfortunately. Well, maybe if I get really lucky and I make some type of progress, we can see what happens, but yeah, I highly doubt that's happening. Alright, break time's over. I guess the next logical thing to do is try to look up some code and see what we can find. So like round robin Java example program for round robin scheduling. Geeks for Geeks. Greatest website on planet Earth. Okay. Steps to find waiting times of all processes. Create an array to keep track of remaining burst time of processes. This array is initially a copy of BT. Create another array, WT, to store waiting times of processes. Initialize this array to 0. Initialize time, t equals 0. Keep traversing the all processes while all processes are not done. Do following for ith process if it is not done yet. If the remaining burst times of I is greater than quantum, then t equals quantum, and bt remaining of I minus equals quantum. What the hell is quantum? Java. Let's just look at Java and see what we can find. Oh man. Alright. Int processes 1, 2, and 3. So those are like the PIDs. Int n equals the processes dot length, which is 3. Int burst time 10, 5, and 8. So I guess so process 1 has a burst of 10, process 2 has a burst of 5, process 3 has a burst of 8. Then the waiting time is 13, 10, and 13. And the turnaround time is 23, 15, and 21. Average waiting time is 12. Average turnaround time is 12 or 19.6. Okay. Fantastic. Find the turnaround time. That's not what we need to do yet. So this is So this first function, find waiting time. So it takes in the processes. It takes in the number of processes, it takes in an array of burst times and an array of waiting times, and the quantum. What the heck is quantum? Man, I'm confused and stuck. Very, very stuck. This is rough. Very, very rough. Because I am stuck. Very, very stuck. I also have no idea if anyone is even watching, or if anyone can hear what I'm saying. I don't know what is going on at all, because these lives keep disconnecting for some reason. And oh, looks like we're still live. Let's see if anyone is out there. Come one, come all, and watch my life fall apart. Hella, hella, hella. Oh, jeez. Alright, Streamlabs OBS. 0 viewers. Dang. Sad day, sad day. But it's okay. I think I'm gonna stop streaming. Regardless, I probably won't finish this project. Let's do a midnight. So we've got 4.5 hours left. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. I don't know anything anymore. Inshallah khair though. Just means, God willing, things will be fine. I'm just gonna hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. Let's see what happens. If anybody out there did watch any of these little streams, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting the channel. And yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. Peace.